Hi, we're looking at CAT 20 Quant Slot Tree Solutions, a part 4 of the series. So Anil, Sunil, Ravi run along a circular path of length 3 km. Same point going in clockwise direction. Speed is 15, 10 and 8. How much distance in kilometer will Ravi run when Anil, Sunil meet at the first time at a starting point? Now if you look at Anil and Sunil, the ratio of the speed is 3 is to 2, 15 and 10, which is 3 is to 2. That means to meet at the starting point, Anil will cover 3 rounds and Sunil will cover 2 rounds. Anil will cover 3 rounds and Sunil will cover 2 rounds. So basically, Sunil will cover 2 into 3, 6 kilometers. When Sunil covered 6 kilometers, if you look at Ravi, Ravi's speed is 80% of Sunil. So he'll cover 80% of the distance. Ravi's speed is 80% of Sunil. So he'll cover 80% of the distance, which will be 4.8 kilometers. C option. Right? Ratio of speed 3 is to 2. So when Anil covers 3 rounds, Sunil cover 2 rounds. Basically, 6 kilometers is what Sunil covers, and Ravi will cover 80% of it. A buys 35 kg of sugar. Let me assume that each kg is 1 rupee. You can assume X also. I'm comfortable with numbers, therefore take numbers, but you can take. So he marked the price to make 20% profit. He sells 5 kg at this price. That means 5, he made a profit of 20%. So that means he made a profit of 1 rupee. That's the profit he made. Then he gives 10% discount. 10% discount means suppose this cost price is 100, mark price is 120. So 10% discount means selling price is 108. This is just to find a profit percentage. If cost price is 100, mark price is 120, 20% more, 10% discount will give you 8% profit. So that means on 15 kgs he made a profit of 15 rupees, he made a profit of 8%, which is 1.2 rupees profit. That means the total profit he made on this is 1 plus 1.2, which is 2.2. But he also lost 3 rupees because 3 kg got wasted. So his net loss is 0.8. Net loss is 0.8 on the 20 kgs or 23 kgs. He has to make 15% profit overall. So on 35 kgs, if he wants to make 15% profit, so 35 into 10% is 3.5. 35 into 5% is 1.75. It comes to 5.25. Plus he has to recover this 0.8. So he'll have to make a profit of 6.05. He has to recover this loss. So he has to make a profit of 6.05. So profit of 6.05 on the remaining quantity. Remaining quantity is 12, right? Because 35, he sold 5, sold 15 and wasted 3. What is left is 12. So this is approximately 50% profit. 6.05 upon 12 is 50% profit, right? So that means his mark price is 20% profit. His mark price is, let's say, 120, and he wants to make it sell at 150. How much should he increase by? 25%. So automatically P will become 25, D option. Right? Mark price is 120. He wants to sell at 50% profit, which is 150. Again, assuming cost price is 100. So how much you should increase the mark price by? 25%. That's how you get 25. So you can take this all taking X also and solving it. I normally prefer taking numbers because I can solve it in the mind and make it much faster than maybe taking X and writing it down. That's how you become fast. Right? So here 25% is the answer. Because they asked how much should the mark price be increased by. So mark price was already 120. I want to sell it at 150. So I have to increase by 25%. When they will have a unique solution, they will have a unique solution when they intersect. Okay. So that means they should either not be parallel or the same line. So when they will be parallel or the same line? When k upon 4 is equal to 1 upon k. I mean x coordinate ratio of x coordinate equal to y coordinate of equator slope, whichever you go. You get k square equal to 4 or k equal to 2. K equal to plus or minus 2. So at these points, he will not have a unique solution because this is when they are parallel. Okay, this is when they are parallel. When they are parallel, they will not have a unique solution. So this is when they will not have a unique solution. To have a unique solution, k should not be equal to 2. C option. Okay, to have a unique solution, this is not to have a unique solution because when you're parallel, look, when you're parallel, you never intersect. If you don't intersect, you'll never have a solution. Only if you intersect will you have a solution, unique solution. That's the reason you have to look at points where they'll not intersect. When they are parallel, you'll see these are the points. So that means not this, that is k is not equal to 2. How many integers in the set have at least one digit repeated? So let's start with 0. 0 repetition is only 9 ways. If you look at 0 has to be second and third digit, and the first digit can be either 1 to 9. So 9 ways. Now let's take 1. Repeated twice. I'm taking first, it can be twice or thrice. I'm taking twice. If 1 has to repeat it twice, how can it be? So it can be 1, 1. The third digit can be 9 ways. Apart from 1, all the other digit possible. 1 dash 1, the second digit can be 9 ways. And dash 1, 1, the first digit can be 8 ways. Because 0 is not possible. 0, 1 is not possible. So that means the total number of ways becomes 9 plus 9 plus 8, which becomes 26 ways. And then 9 such numbers. This is for 1 I calculated. So for this is applicable for all numbers from 1 to 9. So multiply by 9. If you multiply by 9, you will get 234. Now it is at least one digit repeated twice. So it means if I take all 3 times repetition, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, there will be 9 such cases where numbers are repeated 3 times. So total number of ways become 9 plus 234 plus 9. If you look at it, it becomes 252. That is the answer. Right? So if you look at, first you take 0, 0 is only 9 ways. Then we take numbers which repeated twice, 1, 1, which comes to 26 ways, but 9 such digits, so 234. Then we take number repeated thrice, so 9 ways, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, up to 999. So add the total number of ways, you will get 252 as the answer. Thank you.